In this video, we're going to cover the new feature for your inventory using the margin matrix. Before we get into the inventory itself, let's do a little quick reminder here on the matrix. So the margin matrix, it applies to all items that typically are not coming from inventory. In other words, I'm bringing them in from an outside source. When I go look at the rules tell the system how to apply the different matrices. So you'll notice on batteries and tires here, we have what we call a material line tag. What this means is in the service package itself on that particular material line, we have tagged it to apply the matrix. Now, the new feature will not work with a tag. So you cannot use tags for this at all. So let's go make one and we're going to see how we apply it. So step one is go to your margin matrix. We're going to go create a matrix here, just a simple one for some oil filters. So I'm just going to type in oil filter. And we're going to go add a couple levels here. Let's say 75%. And then we're going to add another one. Anything over $10 will be 70%. So here we have our sliding scale or a standard. If we do linear, it's a slide. It's a sliding scale. All right, I'm going to hit OK. Now we have our matrix. Now we're going to go create the rule to tell it how to apply. So I'm going to add. And we're going to go find our matrix. We'll filter. So it's going to apply to material lines, but I'm also going to want it to apply to my inventory. So how would I do that? Again, I'm not going to use tag because that won't work. I can do a rule that applies it to the entire category, okay? But if I do this, that's anything in that category, right? I could also code a service package. In other words, I would go to the service packages themselves, or I can do title. And you can mix and match this stuff too. So here we have description. So I say, well, I want to do all oil filters by description. So anytime I put something on the work order that has oil filter in the description, it'll work. You can also do something like this. You could say certain manufacturers, maybe a Wix or a Fram or something like that. So again, in your inventory card itself, you would have to have that same manufacturer. Can you add multiple manufacturers? Yes, you can. Okay. All you do is you go add it in, use the little pipe, and then add another one. That way it'll hit them both. So for right now, I'm just going to do oil filters, and I'm going to hit OK. Now, because it's a rule, remember, rules work from the top down. So general service is always going to be the catch-all. So I'm going to click, and I'm going to move this up above general service, and I'm going to go up and hit save. Now, I go to my inventory. We're going to pull up the oil filters. And then I'm going to do a batch update here and tell the system anything that has oil filter in it, I want it to use the margin matrix. So I'm going to click, hold my shift key, click again, do a batch update, hit next. Now we're going to go update inventory materials sell price for one or more levels. I'm going to hit next. And on my retail, we're going to use the margin matrix. I'm going to hit next and start. There we go. Hit close. Hit search again at the top left to refresh it. Now if I go look, see these are all set on margin matrix. Now, if you don't want to batch update a large group, you just want to do single items, again, just open them up by double clicking, go to pricing, pick whichever level you want, edit, and then you can change it to whatever you want. All right, let's go put it on a vehicle. So again, anytime you're dealing with this stuff, make sure that you test it. So here I have an oil change package on. I'm going to go over to my inventory, select an item. And if I want to double check it, I can just right click and do a quick edit. Okay. And then I draw. And if I open the lineup, you'll see my matrix is applied. So that is how to use the margin matrix in your inventory pricing. And again, always try it, set it up, apply it, put it on a work order, see how it's going to work.